Okay, Article 3. Any individual not participating in the community who shall be convicted of having offered minted matter to one of its members will be severely punished. Okay, so anyone who's not part of this national community who tries to offer money to one of the members of the community will be severely punished. Okay, so only the state is allowed to make use of money. Money is then abolished for everybody else. Article 4, neither gold nor silver will ever again be brought into the Republic. Okay, so this might mean that only the state may make use of gold or silver, or it might just mean that gold and silver is completely abolished, and anything they want to purchase or anything they will purchase from foreign countries will be done so by crappy toilet paper money.
That's the end of this document. Again, I apologize if this was a bit boring and dry. However, I do believe that it is important for us to look into the finer details of how they plan to run their society. It is easy to be deceived by people telling you only half the story. Everyone will have jobs and have food, but they don't tell you about all the freedoms that you need to give up. Let's take a look at how Babeuf felt about the use of violence. Babeuf and his buddies were planning an insurrection to take over the current government of their time. This governmental body was called the Directory. Babeuf, along with others, were unhappy with the way things were being run and felt that their system would serve the people better. How exactly did they plan on gaining power? Well, spoiler alert, violence, of course. Let's go ahead and kill everyone that disagrees with us. Now, to be fair, during the time of the French Revolution that lasted from 1789 till 1799, there seem to have been various groups that were vying for power, often by spilling blood. I condemn the use of violence, apart from self-defense. Babeuf, along with many others, were guilty of wanting to gain political power by means of violence. So I'm not trying to single out Babeuf because he was basically like a proto-communist. If the French ping pong club, for example, wanted to gain political power by means of violence, I would also condemn them. The point I want to make is that communism, even back then, it was in its earliest form, could only be achieved by means of violence. And this trend will always continue wherever this ideology goes. The insurrection that led to Babeuf eventually getting into a world of trouble, to say the least, was called the Conspiracy of the Equals. Babeuf openly preached insurrection in an attempt to gain support. However, the current government, the Directory, actually didn't pay too much attention to him at first. The Directory felt that he was actually doing them a favor. This was due to Babeuf's bloodthirstiness, which repelled many people, causing them to rather side with the Directory. He seemed to have had no problems with violence. He apparently condoned the use of violence in issue 40 of his newspaper titled The Tribune of the People. I couldn't find a copy to verify this. I will link to the Wikipedia page below for now. If anybody knows where I can find a copy of this newspaper, please let me know. In issue 40, he praised the people responsible for the September massacres. The September massacres refer to September 1792, when more than 1,000 prisoners were executed due to a fear of the possibility that they might join any opposing forces. Babeuf not only condoned this, but declared that a more thorough September massacre was needed to annihilate the current government. The planned insurrection did, however, start gaining popularity when the Directory made some really bad choices, resulting in an economic crisis. Babeuf and his friends decided that it was time to act. However, the Directory already knew of their plans and issued a warrant for Babeuf's arrest, as well as for his co-conspirators. Babeuf was put on trial and sentenced to death in 1797.